What can I get you?
Nothing right now. Maybe later.
Suit yourself.
Excuse me, have you seen this girl?
You a copper?
No, buddy, nothing like that. I knew her fiance.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that Maddie must have been some guy. That's all she ever talks about.
You've seen her then?
Yeah, she comes in here all the time, regular as oats. But she's not in here now, though.
Thanks, buddy. I'll try back later.
May I help you, sir?
I'm expecting a package.
Do you have a receipt?
Yes, I do.
Very well, then. I'll retrieve your package immediately. I will just have to have you sign for this, sir.
Let's see who signed for Winslow's crate. The ABC Moving Company.
Thank you, sir.
Number, please.
Do you have a listing for ABC Moving Company?
One moment, please. ABC Moving. When you want something moved, it's as simple as ABC. This is Amy speaking.
Yeah, I need to check on a cargo your office shipped.
I'm sorry, sir. You need to speak to Steve about that. He's not in right now.
Is there someone else I can speak to? It's somewhat urgent.
I'm sorry, sir. Everyone's gone home for the weekend. I was just about to lock up myself. Perhaps you could try again on Monday.
All right. Thanks anyway.
Number, please.
Never mind. The ABC Moving Company was closed. I jimmied the lock and was into their offices in no time. Jeez, I don't even know where to start. Ah, there's the file I need. Hiya, buddy. Where's the latest King Productions film being shot?
This is it, stage 10.
Oh, thanks, Chief.
Hey, wait a minute. It's a close set. You got a pass?
I need to speak to Mr. King.
Yeah, you and every other schlep in town. Now, unless you got a pass, take a hike.
She hasn't been in here yet.
Thanks, buddy.
Gabe, where's that sandwich?
I'm making them as fast as I can, Gracie.
Excuse me. Detective Maxwell?
Yeah. Have a seat.
I'm Jim Pearson.
This better be worth my time.
Oh, it is, Detective. Don't worry about that. I'm trying to find a woman named Elizabeth Short. I believe she's in danger.
That's what you said over the phone. What's the trouble?
Well, it all starts over in Europe. Her fiance, a pilot named Matt Collins, bought a contraband item on the black market. It was lifted from a stash of Nazi art treasures.
What kind of contraband item?
A gem. They call it the Black Dahlia.
Uh-huh. So what happens to this black, whatchamacallit?
Dahlia, well, just before Collins is due to ship home, his plane crashes under very suspicious circumstances. He just sent the gem back home.
Let me guess. He gave it to this Short girl.
Yeah, that's right.
So what's so important about this gem? It worth that much money?
Well, it doesn't look at all that valuable at first glance, but it's got a long history. Supposedly, it's got some mystical qualities.
Oh, it's a magic rock.
You know, Detective, I don't know what it is that I did to get off on the wrong foot with you, but I'm not a crackpot. This story's true. I've spent years on the trail of the Dahlia, and maybe it's nothing more than a worthless piece of rock, but there's been an awful lot of killings over that gem.
All right, buddy. Don't get yourself into an uproar. I'll check into it. But that's about all I can do for now, unless you're holding something back.
I'm not holding anything back, Detective. I'm trying to help.
Good. I like it that way.
I believe a man named Winslow is in Los Angeles. He's a dangerous criminal.
Who's this Winslow? I never heard of him.
He's a spy. Used to work as a political liaison for the FBI. He served in Europe during the war, and I crossed paths with him when I used to work for the OSS.
Say, a secret agent. We don't get many of the X9 types around here.
You can check with the State Department if you don't believe me.
Don't think that I won't.
All right, fair enough. I just recently discovered that Winslow was a former SS agent. I tracked him across half of Europe before following him out here to Los Angeles.
Sounds like this is a personal vendetta.
The guy's a butcher and a traitor. Yeah, you bet it's personal.
Any warrants out for this guy? Got any proof?
Not a whole lot I can make stick. The guy's extremely clever. He doesn't leave a lot of witnesses behind.
All right. So what do you want me to do about it?
Just help me stop him before he kills again.
I don't like the sound of that, Pearson.
I'm just warning you, Detective.
All right. I'll check around about this Winslow. But let me warn you, you better not cause any trouble, 'cause if you do, I'm gonna be all over you.
I better not leave until I've finished talking to Detective Maxwell.
You got any more stories for me?
Oh, what's the point? You haven't believed a word I've said so far?
I'll check into this, Pearson. Just on the chance that there's something behind that cockamamie story of yours. But unless you got some cold hard facts from me, don't be bothering me anymore.
All right, Detective. If that's the way you want to play it, that's fine by me. If anything happens, though, well, I hope you don't have any trouble sleeping at night.
If anything happens, I'll have your sorry ass behind bars. Don't worry about me. I'll still sleep just like a baby.
Anything for you, honey?
No, thank you. Just seem to have lost my appetite.
Suit yourself.
Jim,
Oh, hello there.
what's the matter? Aren't you happy to see me?
No, it's not that. I just had a meeting with the detective from the LAPD about the matter I was investigating. Didn't go very well.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but what brings you in here?
Oh, I'm trying to find a job. Just something temporary until I get my big break, that
You
is.
all settled in?
Why, yes, I've taken a room at the Sunset Arms Hotel.
No kidding. That's where I'm staying.
Well, it's a small world. I'll have to stop by and say hello now that we're neighbors.
Sure, Alice. That'd be swell. Listen, I've got to run, but you be sure to stop by anytime you like. Say hello. I'm in room 217.
That detective wasn't very helpful?
No, I don't think he'd believe me. Listen, I'd love to stay and chat, but really should be getting back to work.
All right. When I stop by, you can tell me all about it.
You bet. Bye, Alice.
See you around, Jim.
Excuse me. Are you Elizabeth Short?
Who are you?
I was an acquaintance of Captain Collins.
Oh, Maddie. Maddie's dead.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry, Miss Short.
Thanks, mister. And call me Lizzie.
Sure, Lizzie. My name's Jim.
Did you know Maddie very well?
Not as well as I would have liked. Everybody makes him out to be a real hero.
My Maddie, the war hero. Were you a hero, Jim?
Oh, I don't know. More than anybody else?
Well, how about the hero buys a girl a drink?
Sure, Lizzie. I think one bourbon and, what do you have?
Gin.
Gin and gin for the lady.
Girl could get to like you, Jim. You keep treating her this way.
Did Matt send you a black gem when he was stationed in Europe?
Matt sent me a lot of things.
Well, the way that I hear it from Mrs. Underhill is you weren't very shy about showing that gem off.
Mrs. Underhill is a cheap gossip.
Did he send you a gem?
Yeah, he sent it. He knew how to treat a girl like a real lady. You know how to treat a girl like a real lady, Jim?
Well, I guess it all depends on which girls you talk to. Can I see the gem Matt sent you?
It's someplace safe.
Can you take me there?
Are you trying to feed a girl a line, Jim?
I'm trying to help you. I've got reason to believe that you're in some real danger.
Who would want to hurt me? I don't have an enemy in the world. All I got is friends, right, Ike?
You said it, Lizzie.
A man named Winslow is after that gem of yours. He's killed a lot of people trying to get it. I think he might have been responsible for Matt's death.
Maddie? But the Army said it was an accident.
I don't think so.
Buy me another drink.
Don't you think you've...
I said buy me another drink. If you won't, there's plenty of guys in here who will.
All right. Another round for us, Ike.
Coming right up.
This won't help, Lizzie.
It helps just fine.
Hey, come on, let's get out of here.
What for?
I don't like it here. Let's go someplace where we can talk in private about Matt and that gem he sent you.
Maddie? Maddie's dead. What more is there to talk about?
I'm sorry, Lizzie. I'm just trying to help.
You're too late. Now go away. You're giving me the blues.
It's never too late. All right, how about tomorrow?
Yeah. I think so. Hold on a second. Your name Pearson?
Yeah?
It's for you.
Hello?
Houston, this is Sergeant Ramsey, LAPD. Detective Maxwell needs to see you.
I'm kind of busy right now, Detective. Can't I wait till tomorrow? Say, how did you know...
We found a body. It's been cut up pretty bad. You still there, Pearson?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'll be right down to the station house.
We're at Manhattan Beach.
Manhattan Beach?
I'm at the crime scene next to the marina. Hurry your ass over here.
I'll be right there. I've got to go, Lizzie. Meet me here tomorrow afternoon. I'll buy you lunch.
All right, Jim, I'll meet you. Maybe it ain't so bad after all.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I'm worse. You'll just have to get to know me.
Story of my life. Every guy I meet seems to turn out to be a louse.
I'll see you tomorrow then. Don't forget.
Tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow.
Can I buy the lady a drink?
Mister, you just said the magic words.
There was no crime scene at Manhattan Beach. By the time I tracked down Detective Maxwell at the station house, I knew something was wrong. Dead wrong. I didn't mention Elizabeth Short, but I did tell him about my call. He looked at me like I was crazy. He hadn't called. The Biltmore was closed, and I had no leads on where Elizabeth Short might be, so I sat, and I waited, and I worried. She never showed for lunch. I had no proof, but I knew Winslow was involved in all this. And I didn't like that thought. I didn't like it at all. Has Elizabeth Short been in here recently?
Not since the night you was here. Not your lucky night, I guess. She left with another guy.
What do he look like?
I'm not sure as I can recall. And most nights she leaves here with a guy. Surprised she didn't just leave you a key.
You're sure you don't remember this guy?
I don't know. My memory's still kind of fuzzy.
Your memory is gonna make me broke.
Yeah, I seem to recall a guy come in here and put the moves on your girl. Blonde guy. Real stuffy. Liked to smoke these, black cigarettes. She left with him.
Do you have any idea where he was taking her?
What's it worth to you?
You better cough up something good, buddy.
Sorry, friend, I can't help you. I have no idea where he took her.
I ought to sock you.
Oh, what good would that do you?
It might not do me any good, but it would sure make me feel a lot better. Oh, nuts. Forget it. Key to what?
Are you naive or are you just stupid?
Maybe both. So humor me.
What kind of keys do women leave for guys in hotel bars?
She give out keys to her room often?
Often enough to keep a locksmith in business.
I don't suppose she would have left one with you.
Maybe she did. Maybe she didn't.
Can you get me into her room?
Could be. What's in it for me?
This could be. Can you get me in or not?
I might get in trouble if I did. Oh, that's nice. I can't get you in right now. Come back later. I'll see if I can't find a spare key for you.
Tell me about this guy she left with again.
You all right? He was a blonde guy. Real stuffed shirt, liked to smoke these black cigarettes. She left with him.
Do you know if she's been back to her place?
She hasn't.
How would you know?
Because she ain't been up in her room, that's how.
How would a guy like you know where her room is?
Because she lives right upstairs in 201. Hey, what's that supposed to mean, a guy like me?
A looker like Elizabeth isn't gonna waste time with the likes of you. It doesn't seem to be anything in there worth looking at. It doesn't seem to be anything in there worth looking at.
Come on in.
Afternoon, Detective. Who's your friend?
That's Detective Vernon. Where have you been since last night?
Cruising Beverly Hills? I thought I might settle down out there, you know. Maybe break into pictures.
You ain't been to see your girlfriend yet? The one you was telling me all about over lunch?
You mean Elizabeth Short?
Oh, shucks, John. He's got so many girlfriends, he's not even sure which one we're talking about.
Can't he speak? Maybe you should tell me what this is all about, Detective.
Just tell us where you went after you left the station house last night.
Say, he does speak. You train him yourself?
Cut the wisecracks, Pearson, and answer the question.
I'm not answering anything until you tell me why you're playing hardball with me, Detective.
It's about the Short girl. We found her this morning in an abandoned lot. She'd been cut in two. Some sadistic bastard took his sweet time torturing the girl before he butchered her.
Oh, good Lord.
Right now, you're our prime suspect, wise guy. So now that we've got the pleasantries out of the way, you mind telling me where you went after you left the station house?
I was following up leads on my own investigation.
What investigation would that be? You see, I did a little investigating of my own. After we talked, I put in a few calls to some boys I know in the military. State Department claims you haven't worked for them for months.
My arrangements with the State Department have been pretty loose. I hunt war criminals for them. My men go straight to the Nuremberg tribunals.
Yeah? There are a lot of Nazis roaming around L.A.?
I already told you. I'm tracking a former SS agent.
Oh, yeah, that's right. X9. I forgot you were after the boogeyman. Let's quit crying, Wolf. You're holding out on me. You can tell me now, or I can take you down the station house and let Vernon take a crack at you. I guarantee you'll tell us then. So start talking. Where did you go after you left the station house?
Listen, you've got the wrong man. You want a man named Winslow. If you'd listen to my warnings, Detective, Elizabeth Short might be alive right now.
Don't try to tell me how to do my job. I've put in 22 years here. I've seen some pretty nasty things, but nothing like that sick son of a bitch did to the Short girl.
Winslow is a cold-blooded murderer.
A cold-blooded murderer I could live with. This is something else. The guy cut her up, and he looked like he had fun doing it.
Winslow did it! I'm sure of it.
I checked around on this Winslow. No one's heard of him. No one's seen him. As far as anyone's concerned, Winslow never existed. But plenty of people have seen you, so let's try this again. Where did you go after you left the station house?
I was doing your job.
Watch the mouth, asshole.
One more time, Pearson. Then I let Vernon tap dance all over your face. Where were you last night?
He was with me, Detective.
Who were you?
She's not...
It's all right, Jim. I can handle myself. I'm Alice Casey. I'm staying in room 311.
All right, Miss Casey. Let's say he was with you. Can anyone else corroborate this?
Alice,
I said it's okay, Jim. Such a gentleman, always trying to protect my honor. I'm afraid there is no one else to corroborate. We were alone. What we were doing doesn't exactly lend itself to company.
There's something fishy about all of this. Doing my job, huh, Pearson? Don't even think about leaving town. That goes for the both of you. We will be back. Come on, John. Let's shove off.
What? You're gonna let him off the hook just like that?
I got my reasons. Let's go.
Did I do all right, Jim?
Alice, you were amazing. That was some damn fine acting. I think Mr. Goldman ought to be begging to put you in his picture.
I did do all right, didn't I?
You were great. Why did you protect me? It's not gonna give you anything but grief.
I couldn't just stand by and do nothing while they beat you. I just knew you could never have done what they think you've done. But I'm sure you know who did, and you've got to catch him.
If only it were that easy. Winslow's as clever as he is ruthless. He'll be a difficult man to track down.
Won't you please tell me about it? Maybe I can help somehow.
This isn't play acting.
You can't do this alone, Jim. It's far too great a job for one man. Let me help you.
It's too dangerous. I could never let you get in harm's way.
Well, maybe I can help in some other way. I could set up interviews. I could make phone calls. I know I'm new at this, but maybe I can think of some new leads. Two heads are better than one.
I must be going crazy.
Does that mean I can help?
All right, you can help.
You won't regret this. Well, where do things stand?
Well, I have some solid leads on how to track down the Black Dahlia, but as for Winslow, that's another matter. I have no idea what alias he's using, where he's hiding, what he's planning to do next. The only lead that I have is a crate of his that I traced from the train to a movie studio soundstage, but it's a closed set.
A movie studio? Say, that reminds me, did I
Now's not the time to be thinking about the picture business, Alice.
No, it's not that, Jim. It's just that when I came by, before I knew the detectives were here, I came to tell you some exciting news. Congratulate me. You are looking at the new script girl for RKO Studios. I start today.
RKO? Isn't that where King Productions is filming?
Why, yes, I believe it is. It looks like my good fortune's working for both of us already. I can get you on the set. I'll stop around later and leave a pass.
This is wonderful. I may have underestimated you.
Bet you won't make that same mistake twice. Oh, look at the time. I've got to get going. Don't want to be late for my first day. See you later, Jim.
I haven't got a dime. I haven't got a dime. I haven't got a dime.
May I help you, sir?
Do you recall buying a somewhat unusual black gem? Would have had some strange markings carved into the surface and would have been sold to you by a dark-haired woman, very pretty, face that's hard to forget?
Yes, sir. The young lady was remarkable, but not half as remarkable as that gem of hers. In all my years in the antique and curio trade, I have never seen an artifact such as that.
Well, I'd like to buy it back. The young lady has had a change of heart. It was a gift from her late fiancé.
Oh my, how awful. I'm afraid I can't sell it to you, sir.
I'm willing to pay top dollar.
No, it's not that. It's not that at all. I can't sell it to you because I don't have it. I sold it to another gentleman this very morning.
Who did you sell the gem to? No, wait. Let me guess. Blonde guy smokes black Turkish cigarettes?
Yes, that's a gentleman, all right. A friend of yours?
No, not a friend.
Ah, a rival then.
Yeah, something like that. Listen, it is very important that I find this gem. Do you have any idea where I might be able to find this man? Did he say anything at all about where he might be staying?
I'm afraid not, sir. He paid cash for the gem. Paid very handsomely for it. He did give me another item in trade as well. It would have been very valuable had it not been damaged. Of course, he'd had it repaired.
An item? What sort of item?
A rather unusual gentleman's walking stick.
Walking stick? You mean a cane?
Yes, sir. A very finely crafted cane, with a strange frontispiece. The top half had been replaced. The repairs had been very well done, but in the antiques market, the damage had already been done. Yes, it would have been very valuable indeed had it not been flawed.
Can you show me this cane?
Certainly, sir. You can see the flaws in it.
Eisenstadt's cane.
Oh, you know the item. I'd begun some preliminary research, but I'd been unable to learn its history.
Eisenstadt was a man that I knew back in Cleveland. He was the cane's previous owner. Who owned it before him, I couldn't even begin to tell you.
Yes, of course. It looks as if it's quite old.
How much do you want for it?
Well, I don't normally put things out to market until I've completed the research. For you, sir, I'll make an exception. $100.
I thought you said it wasn't valuable.
Oh, no, sir. $100 is a mere fraction of the price it would fetch if it were in pristine condition.
But that's about all the money I've got. All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alice. And this pass should get me on the set. The pass that Alice left for me worked like a charm. With it in hand, even that gorilla at the door couldn't keep me off the set.
Roll the camera. Action.
Oh, please, Dr. Zorbo, spare his life. I'll do anything you want. Anything. I beg you, please, to spare my Harry.
Cut! 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 What was that? What's happened here?
Sir, the lights burned out again. I tried to requisition them, but Mr. King hasn't been around to sign off on them.
Where's Al? He should be here. You call that begging? My dog begs better than that.
Sir, Al's at home sick again.
Again? Doesn't he realize my film is being ruined here? It's being sabotaged by incompetence. I can't take any more of this. Send everyone home. That's a wrap. We'll try again tomorrow.
Sir, don't you want to try just one more time?
Oh, what's the use? Send everyone home.
Okay, people. We're calling it a day. That's a wrap.
Al King, the producer, signed for this. He must be working with Winslow. But why?
So anyways, I've been getting all the best jobs ever since I got a new agent. I can hook you up with them if you want. I'll catch you later.
So, how's the new script girl doing?
Oh, it's far busier and far less glamorous than I could have imagined. But otherwise, it's simply perfect. I'm loving every minute of it.
The set seems a little chaotic here.
From what I've been told, everything that could go wrong with this production has gone wrong.
What's the story with the guy who's about to put a gun to his head?
Who? Simon? Oh, he's under a lot of pressure to make sure this film gets done right. I've talked to the crew. He's an absolute dictator. But at least they don't blame him for the problems with the film.
Who do they blame?
Al King, the producer. They say he's been away from the set when the productions needed him most.
I found the crate from the train with Winslow's tags on it. Al King signed for it. Could he possibly be the connection between Winslow and the studio?
Oh, you don't think he could? No, he couldn't possibly be connected with your killer. Mr. King is a big, cuddly teddy bear of a man. He's the sweetest thing. If you were ever to meet him, you'd know.
Yeah, I wish I could. Why isn't he on the set?
He's homesick. Say, why don't you come round to the house later?
What house?
Mr. King's house. I'll be spending the afternoon there helping him with his work. You can meet him yourself. Then I'm sure you'll see he couldn't possibly be the type of man that would help that Winslow.
You know, that sounds like it might not be a bad idea. You're sure Mr. King wouldn't mind you inviting visitors around his place?
Oh, he won't even know. People come in and out of his house all the time. We can say you're there to pitch an idea. This manhunt of yours is a perfect story. I should be going. Mr. King will be expecting me soon. Stop round later. His house is the last one on Pacific Shore Road. You can't miss it.
Okay, I will. Say, this is some spread.
Thanks. I had Frankie Wright design it himself.
Mr. King, I'd like you to meet Jim Pearson. He's the man I've been telling you all about. He's got some fascinating stories.
Alice, I'm sure Mr. King doesn't want to hear about
So you're the man my Alice has taken such a shine to. It's a pleasure to meet you, Jim. Mi casa es su casa. That's Spanish.
Yes, my house is your house.
Ah, so you hablas de Espanol, huh? You know, Alice, you've got yourself a very bright young man here. And you, mister, have got the next big star in my girl Alice.
She is a very talented girl.
She's gonna be huge. Bigger than Hepburn, bigger than Hayward. She'll be packing them in all around the country. I'm gonna see to that myself, or my name ain't Big Al King.
Al, you said I was gonna be a big star.
Baby cakes. The Monster Men from Planet X is gonna be your ticket to fame.
What about me, Al?
Girls. They don't call me the Star Maker for nothing. You're all gonna be stars. You'll be bigger than the Lemon Sisters. Come on, girls, let's soak.
Don't you want to hear my story?
The stories can wait, but the young ladies. In the meantime, mi casa...
Hey, su casa. Got you, Mr. King. Well, he doesn't seem very sick, does he?
No, I suppose not. Perhaps he's just been overworked.
Yeah, like the king of the harem. Whatever possessed you to come to Hollywood?
Why, what do you mean?
Everybody's an actor out here. There's not a genuine person in the entire lot. Big Al, he's the phoniest of them all. Hey, mi casa es su casa. Guy learns one line of Spanish and thinks he's sophisticated.
Oh, you rotten! Well, I happen to love it out here. And as far as Mr. King is concerned, he is a very sweet, generous man.
I'll just bet he is.
And what is that supposed to mean? Say, you're jealous.
I am not.
Yes, you are. You're jealous of Al King. How sweet. You know, you're kind of cute when you're jealous.
For the last time, I am not jealous.
If you say so, Jim.
Alice, have you seen this fraternity photo?
No, I don't believe I have.
That's Winslow back there with Al King.
That's Winslow?
Yeah, that's him. Listen, if you get a chance, could you ask him about this? Try to find out what you can about it.
I'll turn on the charm.
Yeah, well, just don't turn it on too much. I know how Mr. King likes the ladies.
Don't you worry about a thing. I can handle Big Al.
The sarcophagus was made from a rare German marble. That almost sounds like the stone in Landolph's crypt, but Winslow.
There. That looks like the original. I wonder where this shooting lodge is.
Say, that reminds me, did I tell...
Now's not the time to be thinking about the picture business, Alice.
No, it's not that, Jim. It's just that when I came by, before I knew the detectives were here, I came to tell you some exciting news. Congratulate me. You are looking at the new script girl for RKO Studios. I start today.
RKO?